Sahara, the world's largest sand dune. There are more than 25 lakh human beings, many mammals, birds, amphibians, large sand dunes of more than 300 meters height, mountains, valleys, plateaus, volcanoes, lakes, rivers. How will this vast area, which was till about 6,000 years ago a dense forest, look like? How will the Sahara Desert, which is now burning, contribute to the survival of the Amazon rainforest, located 5,000 kilometers away, beyond the Atlantic Ocean? Inside these huge sand dunes are hidden many miracles that we have not heard much about. Today, we are going to the secrets hidden in the Sahara Desert. The vast desert covers an area of 9.2 million square kilometers and stretches across Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Western Sahara, Sudan, and Tunisia. 31% of Africa is the world's largest desert. We've all heard of the Sahara, but it's actually the third largest desert in the world. Antarctica is the second largest continent in the world, covering an area of 15 million square kilometers. The Arctic, located in the North Pole, is the third coldest desert in the world. The Sahara Desert is 3 times the size of India. When we speak, the first thing that comes to our mind is the grains of sand spread far and wide. Only 30% of the Sahara is covered by sand. Large sand dunes can be seen throughout this area. That is, large sand dunes up to 300 meters high. Beyond this 30% of the area covered by sand, 70% of the area is filled with gravel. The entire territory is covered with huge mountains, valleys, plateaus, and volcanoes. We can see many volcanoes in the Sahara Desert. However, none of these explosions occurred, because all these volcanoes are active volcanoes. The largest of these is Mount Emikusi, which is 3,500 meters high. We all know that deserts are dry areas that receive very little rainfall. The Sahara does not receive even 10 centimeters of rain per year. But it's snowing in the desert. A cold wind blows from the north, like a white blanket on the top of the sandy forest, and a small snow ornament spread on the wheat gives a beautiful view. And we don't always get to see it. In the last 50 years, only 4 times has the Sahara Desert received snow. There is very little rain, but there are about 20 small lakes in this desert. There are so many lakes, but only one of them has fresh water. Thousands of years ago, Chart Lake was the largest lake on Earth. Its area is only 350 square meters. The other water bodies do not have clean drinking water. Apart from these 2 lakes, there are 2 big rivers for water supply: Nile River and Niger River. The Nile is the largest of these rivers. A large number of people live in the Sahara near these rivers and lakes. About 2.5 million people live in the Sahara Desert and move around like nomads. Today, we can see many structures built by the people who lived in this area in the past. The highest temperature ever recorded in the Sahara Desert is 58 degrees Celsius. This is the only time during the day when sunlight is abundant. But at night, it's just the opposite. At night, it's cold all day. Minimum temperatures ranging from -4 degrees Celsius to -8 degrees Celsius have also been recorded in the Sahara Desert. In the northwestern African country of Mauritania, in the Sahara, there is a geological phenomenon that can surprise anyone. When you look up from space, you see a huge eye that looks like it's looking up at the sky. Blue, green, gold, and all that mix. Commonly known as the Eye of the Sahara, or the Eye of the Sahara, this area is called the Richat structure. The first time we saw this area with the help of a satellite was in 1965. It is believed to have formed about 600 million years ago and is about 50 kilometers in diameter and 485 meters above sea level. It is located at a height. There are ongoing studies on how such a structure was formed in such a large desert. It turned out that it was not the result of a large meteorite fall or volcanic eruptions. Many conspiracy theories have already been floated, mostly due to the mysteries of the region. Comprising 11 countries covering 1/3 of the African continent, the Sahara Desert is home to more than 500 plant species, more than 1,000 different tree species, and more than 70 species of fauna. All the flora and fauna of this desert depend on the water that flows through it. When we hear the word desert, the first thing that comes to our mind is camels. There are many camels of different species in Sahara. Apart from these, there are many other species of birds such as gharials, leopards, sloths, crocodiles, elephants, wolves, wild boars, sloth bears, monkeys, crocodiles, and many more. It wasn't until about 6,000 years ago that the Sahara Desert was seen. The area was covered with dense forest. In those days, there were many rivers, streams and lakes flowing through the lush green forest with different types of plants and large number of trees. At that time, the Sahara was a place where many creatures, including humans, lived comfortably on land, in the water, and in the sky. From the bottom of the desert, we have found the skeletons of many different species that lived in this area since billions of years ago. Many dinosaur skeletons have been found in the Sahara. The skeleton of a huge dinosaur called Mensosaurus saurus, which is about 80 million years old, has only been found here in the world. And we have got the skeletons of many different species of termites from the middle of this huge desert. Many fossils of sea turtles and aquatic animals have also been found. This means that once upon a time, an entire area of the Sahara Desert was covered by the sea. We also have evidence of ancient humans living in groups in this region, not just of other species. We found a lot of caves where they lived. On all the walls of the caves, they have painted pictures of other animals that lived with them at that time. We can all understand that at the time. How did this land become what it is today? The only reason why such a big change has happened is because of the rotation of the Earth on its axis. As the Earth rotates, it also changes. The maximum inclination of the Earth's axis is 245 degrees, and the minimum inclination is 221 degrees. In a very short time, that is, in 41,000 years, the Earth will reach from a slope of 245 degrees to a slope of 221 degrees. Today, the Earth's tilt is 235 degrees. Then we realized that 20,000 years ago, the inclination of the Earth was more. At that time, the area where the Sahara is located today did not receive so much heat from the sun. As a result, the entire area was covered with lush green forest. Later, as the inclination of the Earth decreased, the area received more sunlight and there was a big change in the climate. As a result of all this, that area, which was full of greenery, soon became a big desert. Within the next 20,000 years, the Sahara will be a vast forest. The Earth's tilt will be 221 degrees. In the next 20,000 years, the Sahara will once again become a great desert. It will continue to be a cyclic process. We all know that the Amazon rainforest is the lungs of our planet. The Sahara Desert, located 5,000 kilometers from the Amazon on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, is the main reason why large trees and plants grow so abundantly without even allowing sunlight to penetrate. The soil in the Amazon forest is very low in elements such as phosphorus and iron, but all of them are available at the right time. NASA conducted a study to find out about this. From 2007 to 2014, Caliso LIDAR tracked 180 million tons of dust from the Sahara Desert across the Atlantic Ocean to South America. Of this, 28 million tons are in the Amazon rainforest. This powder contains a lot of trace elements, including a lot of phosphorus and iron. In short, one of the main reasons for the existence of the Amazon forest is the Sahara Desert, which is located 5,000 kilometers away from the Amazon. There are more secrets than we know in this world, right? I hope everyone likes this video. You have to have everyone's support. I'll see you in the next episode with a good video. Please subscribe for more.